What's up, guys? It's the Active Gamer, and I am back again. I know, crazy. I have been uploading. I am uploading again. It's not like me, but I'm back and I'm ready to tell more stories. So last time was just an advice video, which I'm probably not going to do that much of those because things can be taken out of context very easily. I understand that. But now I'm going to start doing like stories and stuff, which this is very it's a lot of fun to do for me, so I actually enjoy making these videos, and I want to make these videos, so I think I'm going to do that. So the first story, it happened around 3 years ago, I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to say any real names because it can be very personal for reasons that will come up later, but I was at my friend Han Solo's house, and we were just chilling. My other friend, Freddy Krueger, and another person, Yoda, came over, and we were all chilling. You know, we were the four studs. You know, been friends for a while. It was pretty fun. Then Han Solo's mom comes down and tells us that there might be a girl coming over that's crying, and we're like, you know, like 13, maybe 15 at the time. We did not care about that at all, so we just kind of ignored it. But then when her friend actually did come over, we came to figure out that she wasn't crying, which is kind of weird. Why would she say it if she wasn't going to? And we didn't think anything of it. She had a daughter, and they both went upstairs with Han Solo's mom. Then the daughter came back down and asks us if anyone knows how to take a rocket off of a car. And since we didn't know what a rocket was, we're all thinking, like, you know, in our mind, just a rocket on top of a car, which is, you know, super not what it was. Oh, my game just crashed. What a rocket was it was something to hold a kayak on a car. Very similar to how you have snowboarding holders. And we were trying to take it off, and the daughter's kind of watching us, and we could not figure it out. So all of a sudden, she says, actually, never mind, drive it to some sort of parking lot far away, and hurry up, because the police are coming. So since we were like 13, 15-year-olds, we're thinking like, oh crap, we can't help a criminal escape them from the police, we can't do this. But we didn't want to just say no right to her, so we go with it. And since Han Solo had his permit at the time, we figured that he was the best one to drive. So we drive over to a parking lot that's pretty close, but it's not that far away. We figure it's fine, and we go back home. Then when we go back home, the daughter all of a sudden comes back down, and she's freaking out because she accidentally left the phone on the roof of the car. So we're like, oh crap, it might have fallen off and broken, you know? So we go over there, and luckily enough, it just fell onto the windshield. So we're, you know, freaking out over that, but it was fine. We found it. It was in working condition, and it was fine. But that just added a little bit more stress to the night for us. So since we, you know, found the phone, everything was working out fine. We're just chilling again, not really doing much, probably watching like YouTube or something. And then Han Solo's mom again comes down and tells us that we need to go to the basement because the police are coming to the house. So now we're thinking, oh crap, here we go. There's a criminal in the house. We just helped her. I don't know what's gonna happen. So we go down to the basement, kind of really nervous, and we were very nervous. We thought we just helped a criminal, and we were not happy about that. So eventually we hear the doorbell ring, and we're told to be super quiet when the police come over, and that does not help the scare factor that we had. So we're sitting there in nearly complete silence, just playing The Sims or something like that, and Freddy Krueger all of a sudden decides to go upstairs and eavesdrop on the police, which we thought was a terrible idea at the time because, I mean, we thought we were helping criminals, and if they found out that there was kids in the house, then I don't know what would have happened. But Freddy Krueger goes up there, and he's up there for a while, maybe like I don't know, 5 minutes. Which, I mean, when you're scared, that seems like a long time. So he's up there, and then he comes back down, and we're expecting him to like be freaking out and stuff. But he wasn't, and he was actually he was not really laughing, but just happy. You know, just very, very relieved. Freddy Krueger comes down, and he tells us that she was actually giving a police report, which I was, you know, maybe even 12 at the time. I had no idea what that was. So all I do is I ask Freddy Krueger if we were helping a criminal or not. And he said no, and we're fine. So right there, all the stress just goes away. But I'm still wondering what the heck is happening. So Han Solo calls us, you know, like around 2 weeks later, and he finally tells us the full story about it, behind it, because his mom told him. So apparently what had happened is the mom's husband was apparently abusing her, and she was trying to get away, and he was basically like attacking her on the car. And so the reason why we were hiding the car is because he was going after them, and we had to hide the car because if he saw the car, he would go into the house, and we didn't know what he'd do. It was really scary. So apparently what had happened to that guy is she gave a police report, and the guy was sent to prison. So we didn't help a criminal. We helped a criminal get into jail. And being like 12 and figuring that out was probably one of the weirdest things I've ever heard in my entire life. I was thinking like, wow, you know, I'm 12 and I helped get a criminal into jail. That's crazy. What the heck? But thinking back on it, it's like I didn't even do much, because I mean, Han Solo was the one that drove the car. I, you know, failed at helping get a rocket off of a car. So all I really did was spend the night at his house. I didn't do much. But still, the fact that I was 12 and that had happened is probably one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had, even still to date. And I've had crazy experiences since then. So yeah, basically, long story short, I came over just for a regular sleepover with 3 of my friends, not expecting much, and it turned into this night where we were up until like 3 o'clock because we had to be quiet and not go to bed and not like shut off any lights and stuff to make it suspicious. And we were up 3 o'clock, which for a 12-year-old, that's really, really, really late. Scared out of our minds the entire time until Freddy Krueger came back down. Definitely probably one of the craziest experiences I've ever had in my life, even still now. And that was like my first introduction to the real world, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that has been my story of 12-year-old me thinking I was the coolest, helping a mom get away from her abusive husband. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.